All right, so you've chosen to do a choose your own adventure dream vacation. So what I've done here is I've created a Google slide and I took the picture from my Britannica article and I made it the cover and I called it Vacation to La Ceiba, Honduras. You can call yours whatever you want. And then you go to the next slide or you insert a new slide, and I'm having my people fly, and you land in La Ceiba and you need a place to stay. So now I'm going back to my notes page where I've been keeping track of resources. And so I know that one of the places is called the Lodge and Spa at Pico Bonito. So I'm going to copy this title and I'm going to go back to my slide and I'm going to insert some text, or I guess I'm going to insert a text box, and I'm going to put it down here. Stay at, and then I'm going to copy and paste that in. Obviously I want the font to match, so I'm going to highlight it all and pick something maybe not quite that big. No, not quite that small. I'll go in between. Okay. Now I'm going to just copy this because I'm going to have a second choice. Oops, let's see if I can copy. I want to copy the text box so it's the same size. Copy. And then I'm going to put it over here. Oops, it'll pop up right there. And then I'm going to drag it over here. Now I need to change what this one says. So I wanted to show you how I decided on another hotel. And so I'm going to go back to here. And so if you were watching earlier, I picked one that was inland because it was in the rainforest. So then I decided to pick one that is inland on the coast, and I've already read the reviews. The Old Buccaneers, it's not quite such a good thing, but I'm going to pick it anyway because that's what I'm going to do. You can pick all fancy ones, but I'm picking this one, Hotel Old Buccaneers. So I'm going to go to that website. I'm going to add it to my notes sheet so that I don't forget to keep track of what I'm doing, although this one's the one I actually want to use so I don't ruin this sample. And so here's the link to that website, and I'm going to go back and copy the name of it. It's Hotel Old Buccaneers. Go back to my notes page. And I probably also want to make that smaller. Okay, and I will pick an image quick, or I guess I need to show you how I picked it. So it's listing some of the amenities, saying there's no internet, a pool with a private beach area, there's parking, food, there's room service or barbecue facilities, so I would just have to barbecue. I can bring my pets, there's an airport shuttle, beachfront, snorkeling, and tennis are the activities I can do there. A garden and a terrace. I also, if I go back here, I looked at some Google reviews, and I think that's always a good idea. And so this person rated it 3 months ago. At the time, it must have been very nice, but do not give proper maintenance. Palm trees are falling, furniture is damaged, the fridge is not cooling, fans do not blow, gardens are full of leaves. Okay, so that was translated from someone who wrote it in another language, and they posted some pictures. And then the other reviews that are good, they're from 2 years ago. I guess here's one from 4 years ago, but those are the only ones with text. So I don't think it's a really good choice. And so you'll see why I picked it. And maybe I'll pick one of these pictures. Let's see here. I'll pick this picture. Save as, and then I will end up putting that in my form. So anyway, now I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint. And so the other place I'm going to stay at is, or I'm going to offer as a choice to my readers, is, whoops, let me go back and get the name. Sometimes it's tricky when you're going back and forth between all the different documents that you're using. And I'm going to hit Command V, the Hotel Buccaneers. I want to remove the hyperlink. And now I'm going to make this font the same size as the other choice, if it will cooperate. There we go. And I believe I went with 14. Okay, now here's the interesting thing. Oh, that doesn't quite look the same. So anyway, I'll work on that later. But what I want to do now is I need to make 2 more slides, one for each of those choices that my reader might make. So I'm going to insert 2 more slides. File, then insert, insert, new slide, and I'm going to insert one other new slide. All right, so this one says stay at the lodge at Pico Bonito. So now I'm going to highlight it and I'm going to make a hyperlink. But instead of linking to the internet, I'm going to link to slides in this presentation. And I'm going to link it to the next slide, but here's what I'm going to recommend you do better. I should have already called this You Chose to Stay at the Lodge and Spa Pico Bonito. And you can copy and paste that too. The Lodge and Spa at Pico Bonito. I'm going to have to double check the spelling. And then I'm going to go down here and I'm going to say you chose to stay at the Old Buccaneer. And again, I might have spelled that wrong. But here's what I do. Hotel Old Buccaneer, so I will fix that. So I'm going to now highlight this text and I'm going to link it to slides in this presentation. And see now, since I have it labeled, you chose to stay at the Old Buccaneer. So I'm going to click that, apply. So then, if my readers are reading this and I have it on presentation mode, oops, let's go back to the beginning. So I start here. That takes me to my next one. And I'll end up putting a picture in from the images that I took. But then my readers get to pick which hotel they want to stay at. They don't know the background. This is going to take them to this. So then I'm going to add some text talking about some things they can do while they're at that hotel. And I'll make 2 new choices down here about maybe somewhere they're going to go tour or somewhere they're going to go eat. And so this will link to 2 other things. If I go to the Old Buccaneers, then I will have maybe some images from the Old Buccaneers, and I might talk about that you got hurt by a falling palm tree, or you saved some money, so now you have extra money to go out to the fancy restaurant. It all depends on what you see as some of the perks and benefits and the way you want your story to go, your story options. So it's a good way to get started. Make sure that you eventually have a final slide that says how their trip ends and that they are heading home. And you can have more than one ending.